of that population. And we need to let you know that population even is on the rise. Therefore, for the good of all civil servants, public servants, we needed to take an action to ensure productivity, to ensure longevity. After life, the next is health. And that is what Oyo State Health Insurance Agency is about, for us to be alive and to be well. The flat rate hitherto cannot and is not sustainable. And that's why, together with the labor union, we approach our amiable governor and listen to us and has approved that we change from flat rate to percentile. So, kilobadi, gangan. I'm happy to announce to you that from this year, hitherto, the money being deducted on your salary is taking care of your head alone. But going forward, the percentile deduction of 7.5 from basic salary will take care of you, your wife or your husband, and four children. And can I add to that? Because I know some of us say, all my children are above 18. We know. And so we're giving some level of flexibility to say, you can bring your grandchildren that are below the age of 18. So it's either you bring in 4 children below the age of 18, or 4 grandchildren below the age of 18, or your wards below the age of 18. And I know some of us will say, both of us are civil servants. We know, but both of you will still contribute. What we are doing now in Oyo State is called contributory scheme. All of us, we bring money into the purse to make the purse bigger. And not only that, we still allow you, if both of you are civil servants, the husband can populate dependents, the wife too can populate dependents. You can bring in members of the family of the wife, members of the family of the husband that are below the age of 18. So we allow the spouses to populate, there are 4 lives under the age of 18. Not only that, starting from this year, every civil servant will begin to have access to basic medical checkup. Like I said to us, hypertension is on the rise, diabetes is on the rise. And so one of the ways we can bring that down is early detection. And so we begin to have medical checkup for all civil servants. SOP, all civil servants. We start that from that this year. Basic test for all civil servants. Not only that, from civil servants on level grade 12 and above, we begin to have biennial comprehensive medical checkup. Before, it used to be for permanent secretaries and public servants. But going forward, right from this year, comprehensive medical checkup will begin from grade level 12 and above. And along with that, because there's a rise on the incidence of colon cancer, we begin to do colonoscopy for male civil servants, no matter your level, as long as you're 50-year-old, we begin to do colonoscopy for you. Likewise, our female civil servant and public servant, you begin to enjoy pap smear as long as you are age 30, and above. Let me give you the icing on the cake. That these days renal issues has become like malaria. Is that common now? And so in this new regime, Irorun for public, and civil servants, Irorun will take care of renal dialysis. You are shocked. This is going to be the first, arguably the first in this country from any agency. Like when we started our scheme, for retirees, it was like the first too. And we are going to do this as well. And so now we begin to take care of dialysis. 1 session of dialysis per month for 4 years for any civil servant that has renal problem. It will shock you that just yesterday, we started managing a particular, a civil servant that we think most likely has renal issues. We have them across board. One of the complications of hypertension and diabetes is renal problem. Like I've said to you, the cases of hypertension is on the rise. 60% as of date. Diabetes is 57% as of date amongst us, civil servants and public servants. And that's why we need to go to the other hand and begin to see how you can protect, the renals. And so if there's any failure to the kidney, we begin to absorb it. Not only that, Oyo State Health Insurance Scheme from this year, we begin to take care of cancer patients, and that is remarkable. We begin to get involved in chemotherapy and radiotherapy. These are the benefits. I want 7.5% to bad here. I want you to know that we need to look at the other side. Don't look at the side of your deduction alone. Look at the side of the benefit. Benefit to you, benefit to civil and public service community. And then be able to have a stronger workforce, be able to have an ally in our own self, be able to have confidence in our own company. I want you to know that with this new deduction and the benefits that will come into it, service delivery will improve tremendously. I know a lot of us are complaining, about the way we are being treated, the kind of drugs they are giving us. One of the factors responsible is the flat rate that has been on for 7 years. You agree with me that there's no way, that facilities will be able to buy enough and efficient drugs. But with this new deduction rate, service delivery will improve tremendously, and then many more hospitals, specialist hospitals, I'm sure will apply to us for accreditation, because again, at least there's going to be 80% rise in capitations that go to various hospitals. So, my dear brother, if I were you, I would quickly run to do my personal enrollment and then the enrollment, of my dependent. And so visit our website, www.oyshia.oy.gov.ng, oyshia.oy.gov.ng. All civil servants and public servants are enrolling afresh. So visit there and then enroll yourself, enroll your dependents. Don't forget, I've said 4 dependents under the age of 18. They can be your children, they can be your grandchildren, they can be your what? They are your dependents under the age of 18. And again, if you have further inquiry, you can contact us at our call center 0700000697 0760-697. And then all our social medias are active, like us. Our Facebook, Oyo State Health Insurance Agency. You can make inquiries. Be sure that 24 hours somebody will be there, to respond. Oyo State HIA, that's our Instagram. And then you can tweet at us, Oyshia_OY. Begin to enroll now. Do not delay. You can download our app on Apple Store or Play Store. And then you can also enroll, via our Oyshia app. So begin to do that now. I welcome you, every civil servant, public servant watching this, to Irorun Boku. Odun ayo ni o je fun wa, a ni fe aisan lo gba. Oyshia de, Irorun Oyo de. We move on to Irorun Boku otide. Thank you. God bless you.
Oyshia de, Irorun Oyo de, Irorun Boku. Olúbadé fún ọdún yìí. Gbọ́láhàn ò ní olórúkọ tèmi mo dẹ̀ kí wa káàbọ̀ sórí ètò Oyshia dé Ìrọ̀rùn Ìyọ̀dé lórí ìkànnì táwa yìí, BCOS television àti lórí gbogbo iléeṣẹ́ rédíò tẹ́tí ń gbọ́ wa, Olúyọ̀lé FM, Àjílétí FM àti Òkè Ògùn FM. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ṣe mi kọ́kọ́ mo máa wà lórí ètò ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Ajé báyìí. Tèmítọ́pẹ́ náà wà pẹ̀lú mi níbi. Tèmítọ́pẹ́.
Good morning, a very beautiful Monday morning this morning. I will welcome you to the studio of Oyshia dé Ìrọ̀rùn Ìyọ̀dé. Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Ọlárìndé is my name. And the Executive Secretary of Oyo State Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Shola Akonde, is already seated in the studio. Good morning, sir.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tó tún jẹ́ kí a ríra tí ó dẹ̀ mí wá sí àwa láyé àwa láàyè. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi, ẹ̀ ń wò mí. Àánú la rí gbà ọ́, kì í ṣe pa àmọ́ ṣe. Ọ̀sẹ̀ ayọ̀ lọ́sẹ̀ yìí ó jẹ́ fún wa. Ọdún tuntun la wà yìí. Ǹjẹ́ o mọ̀ wípé nínú ọdún yìí kò sí téèyàn ò lè ṣe? Bí ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ́ ilé ni. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé tó o bá rẹ́ ilé, o lè sáré mú ìgbálẹ̀ kọ nǹkan sí i lára. Bó o méṣù bọ́ kọ nǹkan sí i lára, ẹni tó kàn yọ ọ̀gbẹ́ mọ́ ni yọ wà ń bẹ̀. Àsìkò ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin olùgbọ́ mi, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá, ẹ máa kọ nǹkan sínú ọdún yìí. Bó jẹ́ pé ilé lọ fẹ́ kọ́ èèyàn bá fẹ́ kọ́lé alájà 10 ó lè kọ́ tán lọ́dún yìí pẹ̀lú slab ọgbẹ́ o yóò lo ọ̀sẹ̀ 2 o ká tún tó gbé gbogbo ó lè kọ́ tán béèyàn fẹ́ bímọ ó lè bí lọ́dún yìí oṣù 9 lèèyàn fi lóyún ẹ̀ẹ̀kan náà lèèyàn ṣe tọ́lọ́run fi ṣe àmì èyí tọ́lọ́run ṣe àmì ó ṣe lálẹ́ yìí lágbára Ọlọ́run lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ náà oṣù 9 ni a wà á kú mọ́ béèyàn fẹ́ níyàwó ó lè ní nínú ọdún yìí kápá àwọn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí ó ní ó ṣe kánsẹ́lì o ṣe kánsẹ́lì oṣù 3 ó ní lọ́dún yìí béèyàn fẹ́ ra mọ́tò tuntun ó rà nínú ọdún yìí ṣé rí ọdún tuntun la wà ẹ máa kọ nǹkan sára ilé kọ́gbẹ́ mọ́ Ọlọ́run ṣe àmì sí lágbára Ọlọ́run ọdún yìí yóò sàn wá síre yóò sàn wá sáyọ̀ àní fàìsàn ló gbà àní fọjọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ bá a ṣe ń lọ bá a ṣe ń bọ̀ Ọlọ́run yóò mọ̀ wà pẹ̀lú wa agbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo wa ògo wa yóò búyọ nínú ọdún yìí adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run náà bọ́lá hàn ọ lọ padà tẹ bá rí àwọn méjèèjì tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí ìkan ṣe rùmúrùmú bọ́lá hàn tẹ ọ̀rọ̀ àfàdíẹ̀ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run nítorí pé afẹ́fẹ́ ọkọ̀ lù ú ṣùgbọ́n ó dúró ara ń tà ń sọ náà nu ó náà wá bíbá ẹni kọ̀mọ́ ẹ̀pá ẹ̀sán yóò fẹ́ lu òun ó dè mọ́lẹ̀ bí ọ̀sẹ̀ 2 ṣùgbọ́n adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run òun la tún rí nínú ọdún yìí Ọlọ́run ṣàánú rẹ̀ pọ́ wà lórí Oyshia náà ó tún ṣàánú rẹ̀ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ṣeun tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa o ògo wa yóò búyọ ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí ọ̀sẹ̀ ayọ̀ ni gbogbo àníyàn wa yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ ṣeun o.
ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí orí ètò gbọ̀ngàn nísànsán dókítà láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún yìí láti ń gbọ́ Irorun Boku 7.5%. Mo fẹ́ kò ní pọ̀ jù àtúbọ̀ máa yànnà náà sí náà máa sọ títí gba fi òye àfihàn àwọn ìlú tó tàn ṣe. Mo fẹ́ kí ká kọ́kọ́ mẹ́nu bà yẹn náà láàárọ̀ ẹ̀.
ṣe rí lágbára Ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ ayọ̀ ni ọjà sí lọ́jọ́ sátidé ìkan lára àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ni wọ́n rọ́ọ̀ṣì rẹ̀ lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ló ti yí ṣubú léèní kò tí ì lajú ó wà ní ICU ìkan lára àwọn hospital tí à ń lò a ṣe CT scan fún ṣùgbọ́n òun wà níbi tó jẹ́ pé a ti ń du ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ a dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ nínú Ọlọ́run pé yóò yé òun náà lè fẹnu rẹ̀ sọ àwọn tí mò ń sọ yìí ṣùgbọ́n àwa wà lẹ́nu bí iṣẹ́ wa àwa kan lọ sí à ń jáde lọ ṣiṣẹ́ àwa kan àwa ń di tébù wa à ń kọ fáìlì àwọn tíṣà wọ́n wá skul wọ́n ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹni tí nǹkan dé báyìí ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwa mọ̀ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn èló ni wọ́n yọ lórí owó rẹ̀ báyìí ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ò ṣe gbogbo àyẹ̀wò tó yẹ ká ṣe tó bá jẹ mọ́ iṣẹ́ abẹ ni a ṣe kí ló sì fà á tó fi yí nígbà wọ́n bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ sátidé ìfúnpá rẹ̀ Áńgẹ́lì Gabriel Ọlọ́run kó ìwà ní tó gbé ni ká pé Áńgẹ́lì Gabriel kò tó gbé lọ ni yóò ti ṣí géètì fún yóò ti kọjá lọ lórí ìfúnpá nígbà tí wọ́n rí tí wọ́n sáré rọ́ọ̀ṣì rẹ̀ ibi tí ìfúnpá tọ́gàdé ìyíhùn ìkan mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ fún wa ń pa òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba kan tescom ní ìṣà ní òun ọkọ rẹ̀ náà òun wà ní sẹkítẹ́rìàtì àyìnfẹ́ sọ ibi tọkọ rẹ̀ ti ń ṣe kọ́mọ́dà pé mo ti já wáyà ṣé ẹ rí gbogbo ohun tí mò ń sọ ẹ̀ mo gbọ́dọ̀ sọ bí ẹ̀rí kì í ṣàwọn tá a máa ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ nísìnyí báyìí a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ fún oníyẹn nítorí pé à ń gbàdúrà ọmọ fibroid ó ti di igbá tó jẹ́ pé kidney nísìnyí báyìí òun náà a mọ̀ ọ̀nà nítorí àyẹ̀wò tá a ṣe ó fi hàn wá pé fibroid yẹn ti pẹ́ ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí affect kidney a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ yẹn a gbọ́dọ̀ ní pé èlò wọn yọ ṣó qualify àbí ṣé kò qualify òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ní gbogbo àwa tí a jókòó yìí a gbọ́dọ̀ rántí ara wa. Lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ láwa wí pé tó ibo ni ibi kídìní yìí ibo ló wà. Àdúrà wa ní pé kọ́mọ̀ jẹ́ pé a lo máṣíìnì láti ran oníyẹn lọ́wọ́ láti tọ̀ fún ìgbà díẹ̀. Bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì sẹ́yìn gbogbo ohun tí mò ń sọ yìí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi ẹ̀ kúkú mọ̀ tí n bá sọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ nìkan náà wọ́n fi ránṣẹ́ akọ̀wé àgbà tó wà ní iléeṣẹ́ gómìnà ni àwọn pe kọmíṣánná ti ètò ìlera. Òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba kan wà níbí o bí mo ṣe ń wò yìí àlàáfíà yìí ọ̀kọ̀ dá mọ́ wọn. Kọmíṣánná ìlera wọ́n pè mí Dr. Akande bó láwa ti ṣe ẹjọ́ kọ́kọ́ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àyẹ̀wò àkọ́kọ́ ti ṣe àyẹ̀wò bíi 1,200 tá a ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe báyìí. Lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́. Ní ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ tó kọjá lọ yìí ìkan lára àwọn ọ̀gá wa tó jẹ́ pé ipò olóṣèlú làwọn fi gbaṣẹ́ àwọn náà wọ́n wá bá mi wọ́n ní ẹni báyìí ló ní kí àwọn wá ọ ìyàwó wọn wọ́n bímọ ṣùgbọ́n ìpèníjà wà ìtọ́jú pọ̀ rẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ wọ́n ṣá owó jọ adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ìyàwó wà láàyè ọmọ wà láàyè ṣùgbọ́n sìn yìí gbogbo ilé gbogbo ọ̀nà ni wọ́n gbá kò sówó oúnjẹ ìyẹn náà wà lára ìyànjú tá à ń ṣe. Àwọn wà lórí ètò adójútòfò ṣùgbọ́n tí ẹ bá rántí ìgbà kan ti ní pé kí gbogbo àwọn akọ̀wé àgbà àti àwọn tọ́gbapò òṣèlú kán máa kó ìyàwó àtọmọ wọn sórí ètò adójútòfò nítorí mo rántí ń gbà yẹn pé tó owó yìí ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ wọn wọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ṣe mi pé ńgbà míì tí nǹkan ọba kàn wá lára báyìí á la busy ni ìyú náà wà ń bẹ. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́tà ló wà lórí tébù mi. Tíṣà kan ó ní kájọ wípé wọ́n ní pé kinní kan ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú àgọ́ ara fẹ́ dákọ nítorí àwọn tó wà lára ẹ̀ kan mọ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó ni gbogbo ilé la lè máa kà lọ tó jẹ́ pé ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ọkàn wà àti jókòó ń bí ká fi yọ àwọn tó kàn nítorí pé ṣe rí gbogbo wa yìí ìgbésẹ̀ kan náà ló wà láàrin wa àtàìsàn. Kọ́dà ẹnìkan mọ̀ sọ pé gbogbo wa láìsàn ni wá èyí tí ó ṣe wá tá yọ̀ gbọ́ Ọlọ́run ní jó ṣe wá ni. Ṣe rí ibi tá a dé lénìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbo òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ìfẹ́ sọ pé òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba kọ̀ọ̀kan nǹkan ń bẹ tá a bá sì tètè mójútó. Ṣe rí bá a ṣe sọ pé ọmọ dùn wá owó tuntun tí wọ́n fẹ́ mọ́ yọ yìí Ọlọ́run ní já sunkún kankan nínú òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba. Bó òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba kan bá kú tí wọ́n gan ọ̀bá mọ̀ kìí ṣe ìròyìn ayọ̀. Yàtọ̀ sí yẹn ó fìyàwó lé ọfọ mọ́lẹ̀ àwọn kan tó súnmọ́ wọ́n lè jó òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba àwọn ní ọmọ ń kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ó ní pé tó èmi ọmọ tó lè ní sùkú èmi ọmọ ràn ìyàwó lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Owó yẹ tá a fi ṣe gbogbo yẹn ó ju owó tuntun tá a ní a fẹ́ yọ ẹ lọ. Mo mọ̀ pé ó ta wá lára mo mọ̀ pé ó dùn wá gbogbo ohun tá a sì sọ kò sí kankan tá a sọ sódì nítorí pé ara owó oògùn rẹ òun la tún sí ní pé ẹjẹ ayọ̀ sí i nítorí náà kò sí kankan àwọn tó sọ ìwé tó ń fi jíṣẹ́ àwọn tó kọ̀wé àwọn tó sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ kò sí kankan tá a bínú sí. Ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run yìí bínú. Ṣùgbọ́n in tó ṣe pàtàkì tí mo fẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa rí ó ní pé ẹ já rọra tún wò wípé in tẹ́ fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dánwò yìí ẹ já fún ọ Oyshia Dr. Akande já fún ọ ní benefit of doubt. In tó ọlọ́bàdé yìí owó mi tó fẹ́ yọ ń ṣe sùúrù ṣùgbọ́n lórí in tó bá dé yìí o ní a wàá fi yẹ̀ wò ìyẹn ní ń pariwo sí ìyẹn ní ń jà sí ń yọ kùmọ̀ tí ọ kódà mo lè lè ọ lóògùn tó bá jẹ́ pé tó bá dé yìí kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn oṣù 6 sí 8 kì í tiẹ̀ ṣe fún láíláí oṣù 6 oṣù 8 àjọmọ wa àti àwọn olórí òṣìṣẹ́ ó ní pé ẹja gbìyànjú rẹ̀ wò nínú òwe àdéhùn tá a jọ ṣe òun la sọ pé tó a kọ́kọ́ wò oṣù 3 a tún wò oṣù 6 ká wá wò bóyá sọ pé tó ẹja tún wá tún ìjókòó láàrin ìgbà yẹn nígbà mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan tí mo sọ ń sìn mo ní pé ó wà ní ICU bó o la ṣe rí hospital tó ní ICU kì í ṣe UCH o tẹ́ ẹ bá rántí àwọn hospital UCH nǹkankan àwọn jòẹ́sù nǹkankan yìí wà ń bẹ̀ o ẹja wá wò pé irú ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó yí ṣubú lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ yìí kò sí lórí Oyshia kò sí lórí adójútòfò ṣé tí ẹ ò ti tán in tá a ṣe ní pé a ní hospital tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n nírú àyè ìtọ́jú báyìí àní tọ́pọ̀ nítorí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ hospital tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá tí wọ́n bá ti wá wọ́n ní ẹjá wo owó tẹ́ ẹ mọ́ ń san sórí ìtọ́jú tá a bá ti fi hàn wọ́n owó èkéré àní lè bá yín ṣiṣẹ́. Ìkan lára àǹfààní ńlá ẹ wúrú hospital tá a sọ yìí sìn tó níyẹn ti wà ní ICU láti Saturday ẹ mọ iye tá a san fún ICU ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan ìyàwó rẹ̀ lénìí ó yìí sọ pé bó lọ́rọ̀ owó nítorí hospital tó wà hospital ìyàpò rẹ̀ wò ní ká pé ọlọ́ọ̀bẹ ọ̀fẹ́ sanwó ẹ̀rù ti ń bá ìyàwó àwa la sọ fún ìyàwó pé ìwọ fowó lẹ̀ àdúrà ni ọmọ gbà jájọ gbàdúrà kó jẹ́ pé owó táwọ̀ ọ̀nà yóò yọ kò ní lọ lásán àní náwó kẹ́yìn tún ṣe òkú àánú Ọlọ́run ní kí ìwọ mọ gbàdúrà fún ìwọ fi owó ọ̀rọ̀ owó tẹ̀kúlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú n tá a fẹ́ ṣe yìí a ti ní orúkọ hospital ó kéré 12 káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tí wọ́n nírú àyè ìtọ́jú báyìí tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ nítorí sí à lè sọ fún ẹ pé tó owó capitation tó ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ yín tó jẹ́ 390 ó kéré jù nísìnyí táàríró ẹ̀rí yóò di 600 naira. Pẹ̀lú yẹn àwọn hospital ìfẹ́ dákọ̀ hospital kankan bí ṣùgbọ́n àwọn hospital tẹ́ ẹ ti ń béèrè pé ṣó wà lórí ẹ̀ ṣé ò sí lórí ẹ̀ díẹ̀ nu wọn yóò tún wá sí káàkiri ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ṣe rí ibi tá à ń lọ ó ní a fẹ́ dá iyì ẹ̀yẹ civil and public servant a fẹ́ dá padà ṣe rí gbogbo ohun tá à ń sọ ẹ̀ kápá wà ní iléeṣẹ́ aládàáni ni tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti gbaṣẹ́ àbúrò mi ó gbaṣẹ́ níbi iṣẹ́ aládàáni kan nígbà wọ́n gbé ìwé ìkọ́ṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ìwọ́ṣẹ́ pé a fi gbọ́ síṣẹ́ ìwé àdéhùn wọ́n ti sọ iye tí wọ́n yọ fún ilé wọ́n ti sọ iye tí wọ́n lọ fún ilé wọ́n ti sọ kò ní àdéhùn kankan bẹ̀ owó oṣù yẹn ó ga sókè rẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ó kọ́kọ́ gba alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ó ní bọ̀dá mi ó ní yẹn owó oṣù rẹ̀ yìí ẹ tẹ́ bá rí tí wọ́n yọ ń bẹ ọmọ fẹ́ẹ́ tó 250,000 mo ní iye tí wọ́n yọ káyé rẹ̀ lè dáa ni wọ́n yọ tax èlé wọ́n yọ tax èlé wọ́n yọ tax èlé mo ní sáré lọ síbi tí wọ́n ní adójútòfò rẹ̀ wà kọ́ lọ fowókọ̀ rẹ̀ lẹ̀ kọ́ wá bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa jẹ̀gbádùn rẹ̀ iyì pé èèyàn ń ṣiṣẹ́ ò nìyẹn kì í ṣe èyí tá à ń ṣe tá à ń gara ṣe ìgbà yẹn lẹ́bí ọ̀rẹ́ ará wọn ò lè wà wá náà civil servant wọn ò ní pé èmi gan fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ civil service because mo rí iyì mo rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ gómìnà ti gbìyànjú iyì ẹ̀yẹ wa ti ń padà bọ̀ lórí ètò adójútòfò ó tún wà lára nǹkan tí yóò tún jẹ́ kí ìyẹn kó gún sí i yàtọ̀ sí yẹn ibi tí yóò tún ti gún sí i ni pé láti yọ ọjọ́ ẹ̀ wá ìwọ nìkan ló ń ṣe ẹlòmíà ní wọ́n ti ń yọ owó mi fọ́dún 4 lò wọ́n sọ fẹ́ nìkan mo ní mọ̀ sọ bá a mọ́ àwọn tó ń lò bí ìgbà tó ń yọ wọn ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló ń lò bí wo lò iṣẹ́ àwọn tó ń lò wọ́n ṣe Ọlọ́run ni ẹ má sọ pé ìlò ìdọ́sítù rí ẹ má jẹ́ aṣọ nǹkan tọ́lọ́run fi gbá wa lẹ́nu tá a bá lò dúpẹ́ lọ́ọ̀lọ́run ṣùgbọ́n kọ́líìgì rẹ̀ ń lò whether senior colleague junior colleague wọ́n ń lò ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú wa ẹbí ni wá tí n bá rẹ́ nìkan tí wọ́n ní ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí níbo ló ti wá yóò ní ìsàlẹ̀ àfà ìsàlẹ̀ àfà ìsàlẹ̀ àfà mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin ará ìsàlẹ̀ àfà tẹ́ wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ìjọba ẹbí kan náà ni bí bọ̀dá látòòsà bí wòlò ṣùgbọ́n àǹtí Kẹ́hìndé ó ń lò agboolé kan lẹ ti wá ìwọ náà ló lò bẹ́ẹ̀ wá láti agboolé kan náà irú ẹni tá a fẹ́ ṣe MRI fún tá a fẹ́ ṣe CT scan fún tá a ti ń jẹ gbèsè ICU ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan èló ń gbogbo owó rẹ̀ tá a ti yọ ìjọ wo gan ló darapọ̀ mọ́ Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn níbo láti rówó san ṣebí tiẹ̀ tíṣà tiẹ̀ akọ̀wé tiẹ̀ level 12 level 4 tó jẹ́ pé tó ń sọ pé ò lóhùn tiẹ̀ náà lágbájọ ká lè rówó yẹn san gbogbo civil servant tí mo ti dákọ tíwèé wọn tún wà lórí tébù mi ibo la ti ríyànjú tá a fi ṣe é fún ọ ìwọ tó ò lò ìwọ tó ò lò ìwọ tó ò lò ìwọ tó ò lò ni ibi tá a wá lọ́sìn ta ní gbogbo yín ẹ̀kọ́ ẹbí yín wá ṣebí tí ìwọ tó o bá ti jẹ o ti jẹwé o ti jẹgbò o ní kò sí tó ń ṣe mí ọmọ rẹ ṣé o ti jẹwé ṣé o ti jẹgbò ni ìyàwó rẹ ṣé o ti jẹwé ṣé o ti jẹgbò ni ìwọ ń lo bàǹtẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé malaria ó ń gbà dànù ó ń lo bàǹtẹ́ tó jẹ́ pé typhoid ó ń gbà dànù kódà bó ṣe wà iṣẹ́ abẹ ò lè kàn ọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ṣé bàǹtẹ́ oró mọ̀dé ọmọ rẹ ọdún 2 ni àbọ̀ ọmọ rẹ tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bí o ti sí ń gbẹ́rẹ́ mọ́ṣáìsàn ni ó la fi ń sọ pé nísìnyí ẹbí wa ó ń wọlé ọmọ 4 mo ti dàgbà rìn lọ́mọ 4 mọ́ sọ yóò mọ́ Dr. Àkàndé ṣe bọ́ ọlọ́mọ Ọlọ́run ti gbà fún ọ ọmọ rẹ̀ ń kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n èmi ń tẹ̀lé yìí tí màá rì dákun ẹ yẹ kó ṣu ọ́ èèyàn ló bí ọ mú kan nínú bàbá tàbí ìyá kó ẹ̀gbọ́n àtàbúrò rẹ kó sí ẹ̀gbọ́n àtàbúrò rẹ yóò ní mo wà lórí ètò adójútòfò àǹtí mi òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ní bàbá rí ó pé ọ yóò súre fún ọ ìyá ó pé ọ yóò súre fún ọ àwọn náà ti jàǹfààní pé ọjọ́ òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ọmọ fẹ́ pé the honour and the dignity of civil service is returning by virtue of this we want to do. So let's look away some from the deduction. I know it's painful. Some that have interacted with me have said it's not even the 7.5, it's just the radical change. You know, I was on 667, I'm on 3,000. I understand. But again, I want us to look at it from the angle of the fact that we've never changed deduction before. You know, I was discussing with a group of people that are very objective. You know, they left their cap of biases and we had engagement. And of course, they agree with me that, look, if we've been deducting, say, changing deduction every 2 years, most likely this will not be as shocking as it is. Can we decimate the level of inflation that we witnessed in the last 8 years? Can we talk about the changes that has occurred to the cost of drugs and services? The hospital we used to go to 7, 6, 5 years ago, do we pay the same amount of money now to open cards? You want to do family cards, you want to do individual cards? Do you pay the same amount of money now for consultation services? Or we want to begin to talk about the cost of laboratory, tests and et cetera, et cetera. Definitely, the multiplication has not been addition, it's been on geometric multiplication. So, and that's why we find ourselves. And that's why we must begin to have an understanding, of the situation we find ourselves. Even if we wanted to do a comprehensive medical checkup 5, 6 years ago, you could have done that, say, with 60,000. You could have done that with 40,000. I remember years back, I used to do my comprehensive around 38, 42. Now, if you wanted to do a comprehensive, you must have in your pocket nothing less than 120,000. Do you understand? If you wanted to do some other test, you'll be thinking about 180,000. Now, we say with Irorun Boku, now every civil servant, no matter your level, we enjoy basic medical checkup, every year. So we open the year, we start with the prayer as we normally do, like we did last week, and then we call out civil servants, public servants for your basic annual medical checkup, which is critical to reducing the incidences of chronic illnesses. You see, the issue with chronic illnesses is a lot of us, because we don't do a basic medical checkup, you don't know when your sugar level is changing, when it is rising. So you cannot quickly do something about it. If your sugar level is on the rise, you don't get to be diabetic overnight. It's because you are missing basic checks. So you wouldn't know. And that's why we are bringing now into the family of civil and public servants. So it's mandatory that you do annual basic medical check. So for those of us that have never used it, now, with annual basic medical checkup, I'm so sure, but you got to use it now. Now, besides the fact that I say your family is coming on board, not only that, we start biennial medical checkup for civil servants from grade level 12 and above, which used to be exclusive reserves of permanent secretaries and political office holders. So we are getting it done from grade level 12. As a matter of fact, we are proposing from grade level 14. But labor force, so no, you start from level 12 and say, okay, let's see how it goes. And so again, that is a major game changer. I can tell you that in the service today, not to mention names, we have people today that are healthy, alive because of their annual medical check they did. Let me give you an example. We have our guy that did annual medical checkup about 3 years ago or thereabout, and there's a small growth in this scrotal area. That has been there, but he thought no big deal. So when this was done and that was seen, and say, okay, take it to your doctor. Let them give some opinion and comment. They said, no. Surgery has to be done. And has to be done quickly. He was doing well. He was about his work. There was no challenge. But something was in his body that can bring challenge.
Later in life.
That could have tilted him towards some...
It's a major issue.
Yeah. Possibly would have affected his health, would have affected his finances. That surgery was done. I still see the man today. Is one of our senior colleagues living well. Now, this is what we are talking about. Sherry Mofolombewa, Emma Jakanru Tarawa, Atintafe Mukuru. Kẹ́sì mọ́ wo wọ́n ti ń ṣẹ́wọ́ wọ́n ti ń náwó. Kẹ́sì mọ́ wo. Ǹjọ́ mọ̀ wípé tó o bá wà lórí ètò adójútòfò bá a ti fẹ́ yọ owó yìí o ní some form of tax relief. Ara benefit yẹn mẹ́fà tí ń sọ tax náà ṣẹ́rí tá a tún fẹ́ ṣe yìí ó fún wa ní àǹfààní tax relief ni tó bá ti ń sanwó adójútòfò ọ̀ láǹfààní àṣírí tún bò lórí ọ̀sán tax. ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ilé ni mo fẹ́ kí a jọ rí ìtọ́ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé erin ńlá ni gbogbo wa tiẹ̀ ṣé erin kékeré tiẹ̀ ń bẹ ni erin ni gbogbo wa ń wò ṣé rí àwa kan à ń wò látẹ̀gbẹ́ kan àwọ̀ ṣà à ń wò látẹ̀gbẹ́ kejì ṣùgbọ́n táwa rí ẹ̀yin ò rí ń tá a mọ̀ ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ òun ló jẹ́ pé àwa náà wá ń sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ nínú tá a ti rí tá a mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé àwa a kàn ń ṣe é lọ ni kí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣáà lè mọ̀ ọ́ dáa ṣùgbọ́n à ń sọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ là ń rí pé ṣé bí n tí mo sọ ọ̀rọ̀ sátidé ni kìí sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ọ̀rọ̀ sátidé ó yí ṣubú lulẹ̀ dè ní yìí àmọ̀tẹ́kùn yìí ò tí ì sọ̀rọ̀ ó sì mọ̀ pé ẹni tó ń ṣàmọ̀tẹ́kùn ṣe mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń dira gan ìwọ ò lè ṣàmọ̀tẹ́kùn gbọ́ láhàn àwọn tó ń ṣàmọ̀tẹ́kùn wọ́n ń dira ṣùgbọ́n nígbà míì táìsàn bá dé
kò kàn mo dira.
ọmọ ń le ju mo dira lọ o lè láyẹ ta ọ̀tá náà yẹ o lè ní mọ̀dárí kan ṣe rí ngbà míì gan àwọn tá a kó sára yẹn gan ọmọ ń fa nǹkan nítorí náà ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ àìsàn ó ju pé mo dira lọ lágbára Ọlọ́run ọ̀rẹ́ wa yìí ààrẹ bí wa ni yóò yí òun náà wàá fẹnu rẹ̀ jẹ́rìí sí àánú Ọlọ́run.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣí ojú òpó sílẹ̀ fún ìwà àwọn tó bá fẹ́ dá sí ètò láàárọ̀ 09071606375 09071606375 àti 07086825197 07086825197 Oyshia Ade Irorun Oyode ní orí ẹ̀ṣọ́.
We will go on a short break now. Okay. But before we go, sir, when we come back from the short break, I want you to simply, you cut it short, but I want you to emphasize on the benefits the civil servants are entitled to with this 7.5% deduction.
That's okay.
Oyshia Ade Irorun Oyode is still ongoing.
In the bustling streets of Oyo State, where life moves at its own pace, there lies a hidden struggle. Among the elites, vulnerable, students, market vendors, artisans, and hardworking individuals, for many, the thought of falling sick or getting injured is not just a concern, but a potential financial disaster. Without the safety net of health insurance, even a minor ailment can lead to overwhelming medical bills, pushing families into debt and despair. But amidst these challenges, there shines a beacon of hope. Oyo State Health Insurance Scheme, regulated by Oyo State Health Insurance Agency, Oyshia. With Oyshia, individuals and families can access quality health care without the fear of financial ruin. Oyo State Health Insurance Scheme covers a wide range of medical services, ensuring that no one is left behind. By enrolling on the scheme, you're not just protecting yourself from unforeseen medical expenses, you're investing in your health and well-being. It's a promise of security and peace of mind in an uncertain world and economy. So, to every resident of Oyo State, we urge you to consider the importance of health insurance. Let Oyshia be a shield against life's uncertainties. Together, let's build a healthier and happier state where everyone has access to the care they deserve. Think health insurance. Think Oyshia.
Think health insurance. Think Oyshia. Doctor, I want you, before we went on the break, I said I want you to emphasize on what they stand to gain.
Okay, so let me put it this way. So let's take it old and new.
New, yes.
Number one, it used to be per life. The civil servant whose deduction has been made is the only person. New, the civil servant, the spouse, dependent under the age of 18. Four.
That's 6.
Number two, before, there's no annual medical checkup. Now, there is annual medical checkup for all civil servants. Before, there's co-payment on surgery and drugs. Now, no co-payment had been removed. Before, there is co-payment, rather. You have co-payment on drugs, you have co-payment on surgery. Now, no co-payment on drug, no co-payment on surgery. Number four, you don't have access to high-end medical checkup. High-end medical checkup is something CT scan, MRI. Now, you have opportunity for high-end, medical checkup. Number five, before, there was no treatment for renal cases. Now, there's treatment for renal cases, including dialysis. Number seven, no treatment for cancer. Now, there's care of cancer. Number 8, comprehensive medical checkup is reserved for permanent secretaries and political office holders. Now, comprehensive medical checkup starts from grade level 12 and above. Before, there's no colonoscopy at all. Now, there's colonoscopy for civil servants from age 50, and above. Before, there's no pap smear for all civil servants. Now, there's pap smear for civil servants from age 30 and above. Before, there's no treatment, for cervical issue if pap smear is bad. Now, there's provision for treatment of cervix if pap smear, is bad. Number 9. Now, there's no comprehensive care for high issue. Cataract was not covered. Glaucoma care was not covered. Now, you have care for cataract. You have care, for glaucoma. Now, these are about 8 or 9 things that we're having differences, changes come on. And this is massive because these are things before that civil servant does not have access to. I was just talking to one of the staff of BCOS now, whom is hearing me, can bear me witness. Before, he had to do surgery on the 2 eyes. We've done one. He co-paid. But now, we are saying for that kind of surgery, there's no co-payment any longer. You just go in and get it. Before, our capitation to hospitals, 390, and that has been like that for about 5 years. Now, the minimum capitation to hospital will be 600. Some hospital will get as high as 750. Some will get as high as 900. Now, there's a massive change, in that. For all our hospitals, before, we cannot do bailout as a philosophy, or we couldn't institutionalize bailout. Now, we will institutionalize bailout. So hospital can approach us to have access to money, to buy equipment, to do renovation, and that again will help the government of Oyo State. Like I always say, there's no government that can do it all. But insurance provide a pool through which the effort of government can be built upon. Insurance, any day, any time, is the sustainable factor or force for whatever a government, has put in place. Now, with these changes, you will have our hospitals having as high as 5,000 enrollee, 7,000. Some we get as much as 15,000. Now, with the level of capitation, before, probably the maximum that a public hospital is having from us is about 1.5, 2 million per month. Now, you begin to have a public hospital now getting from Oyshia as high as 5 million, as high as 10 million on monthly basis.
Wow.
And that's why I was saying at the forum on weekend, I say we are going to face of accountability. Like I was saying, HAMDO should begin to hold hospitals responsible now. They must begin, to their oversight. How much you are collecting. What is the situation with government hospitals? Why can't... Now, we are going to a phase where an hospital can say we want to invest in, MRI or CT scan machine. Do you understand? Some equipment that looks like way out. With the regime we are going into now, a general hospital can say, look, let's get this level of machine. So it will add up to our services. An hospital can say, our capitation has gone as high as 10 million, 5 million per month. Why can't we get some health workers in addition to what our state government has done? Why can't we get a consultant on a part-time? It's not even hospitals management. They just get approval of hospital management board to have the negotiation. You can talk to a consultant. Come and work with us on a part-time basis. Twice in a week. And so, you too, you get into the pool of, good secondary service. You can build your ICU. What says you cannot have? You can have some modern machines. So, we should hold ourselves accountable, with this phase of care that we are going into health insurance. I just appeal to my colleagues listening to me this morning. Look, let's give this change a chance. Let's give it a chance. Let's document all the promises that Oyshia is bringing with 7.5, and then let's visit it. The moment the deduction will start, let's see, 3 months after, 6 months after, and let's be able to say, look, Oyshia, you've done well. Oyshia, you've disappointed us. No. That's when we can now go back and say, no, this is not going to work. No. Do you understand? Let's see how we can strengthen referral system, through this particular change that we are bringing on board.
Thank you, Dr. Shola.
You can join Oyshia on our social media handles. We are on Facebook, Oyo State Health Insurance Agency. On Instagram, Oyo State HIA. Then on X, the former Twitter, Oyshia_OY. Our website is www.oyshia.oy.gov.ng. And our call center number is 07 million 697. 07 million 697. Until next week, when we come your way again, Temitope Olarinde is my name.
Thank you, Temitope. I'm from Bobanto Fayodisi at Oyshia, Ministry of Establishment and Training, in Secretariat near Oyshia, BCOS Room 21. From Bobanto Wanya Gbibioyo.
Àwọn bí 100,000 gan ti yọjú lórí ìta ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ civil servant wọ́n ti kọ́ bí wọn wọlé already.
Fún gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Ọ̀yọ́ primary health care center fi nílùú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ LAUTECH teaching hospital nílùú Tèdè general hospital Tèdè nílùú Ṣakí state hospital Ṣakí fún gbogbo àwọn àtàwà ní agbègbè Ìbàràpá àdójúkọ Gapsol medical center ní ìlú Ìgbòrà ibẹ̀ ni àjọ Oyshia wà. Dókítà ẹ ṣeun tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́.
Adúpẹ́ lọ Jésù o.
Títí ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ táwọn ti fi máa pàdé lórí ètò Oyshia Dé Ìrọ̀rùn Ọ̀yọ́ Dé lórí ìkànnì táwa yìí. Gbọ́láhàn òní òun lorúkọ tèmi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó dára. Oyshia Dé
Ìrọ̀rùn Ọ̀yọ́ Dé.
Oyshia Dé Ìrọ̀rùn Dé. Ẹ̀sùn mọ́ bí ẹ wá gbọ́. Oyshia Dé Ìrọ̀rùn Dé. Ẹ̀sùn mọ́ bí ẹ wá gbọ́. Your State Health Insurance Agency wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ ìròyìn ayọ̀ tá a ti retí ní.